Thanks for joining me again at the end of my day. Today I got to see a couple of brand new newborns. And as a pediatrician and mom of 3 kids who are grown and all in college, it is really fun for me to relive those early days. I really enjoy being able to walk that journey with my young patient parents. And it all happens in a flash. Pregnancy goes by. Sometimes it seems like it lasts forever in those long days. And then all of a sudden, you're home with your baby. And as soon as you get home with your baby, it's time to come in for that newborn visit. So today I want to talk a little bit about how to prepare for that visit. And if you can make a list and get ready for it before your baby actually comes, then it's one less thing to think about. So typically we see newborns on about day 2 to 4 of life. And that can have some variability depending on if they were born early, if there were any complications. There may be different reasons why babies need to be seen. And we leave it up to the discharging pediatrician who's seen them in the hospital to determine when they should be seen. But typically for a full-term baby, we'll see them somewhere on day 2 to 4. And the purpose of this is to check on how they're feeding, what their weight is. We expect all babies to lose weight. We want to make sure it's not too much. We're making sure they're staying well enough hydrated. We're checking their jaundice. And we're ensuring that both baby and mom and both parents are adjusting well. Sometimes there's additional things that we like to keep in mind that if a baby is going to be discharged right around a weekend, making sure there is good access to help if something happens over the weekend that is concerning to a parent, that they can reach out and know who to ask questions to. It's good to have a list of the things to bring to that first appointment. And something that is often forgotten but is really, really helpful for us is if you bring your discharge paperwork. So you should be leaving with a discharge summary that has your baby's discharge weight, any labs that were taken, any concerns that were noted in the hospital. And we can look at all of their measurements and see that everything in that newborn period we wanted to have been done has been done and is looking good. We want to know kind of what their ins and outs look like. So how frequently are they feeding, for how long, how many wet diapers, how many dirty diapers, what does it look like? There's amazing apps that are out there, and I still have parents that are doing the old school notebooks, but deciding ahead of time what is going to be easiest for you to keep track of all those things makes it really easy to assess what's gone on in the prior 24 hours prior to us seeing you. Another thing to remember is it's useful to bring your insurance card. You might not yet have added them to your insurance. You usually have about 30 days to do that, but they'll be added to your insurance. So making sure you bring all that information can be really good. And then one thing to start from the get-go is a running list of questions, be it in a notebook or in your notes page on your phone. Something that when that thought comes to you at 2 a.m. and you have a question that you're recording it, we're used to answering questions. We're used to new parents having lots of questions, and we want to be there to answer your questions. And so making sure you keep a running list can be very helpful, and it's really fun for us too. At the baby's visit, we're going to be taking measurements. We're going to get their naked weight. We want to look at their head circumference and their length, and babies are often crying and peeing during these measurements, and that's normal and expected. Parents will feel bad for them peeing on the scale. We disinfect it, we clean it, we expect that that's going to happen. We're going to do an exam head to toe and making sure everything looks normal with your baby and we've answered any questions that you have. We'll go over the feeding routine. We're going to answer questions about breastfeeding. Some pediatricians have extra knowledge about latching, and so we'll help with that as well. We'll talk about sleep. We'll talk about stool patterns, crying, what's normal, what's not. And what's really useful in that newborn appointment is to be able to go over when and how to seek additional assistance. So if things are really worrying you and you're wondering if you need to see the doctor overnight, what number do you call? And when should you be concerned? So talking to your doctor about those questions in advance can help you handle those things that may come your way. It's okay to feel anxious. It's okay to feel unsure. It's all right to ask questions that you might think feel dumb or might be silly to ask. And we don't feel that way at all. We want you to ask the questions that you have. This visit for the newborn is as much a visit for the parents as well. Making sure that we're addressing your worries and making sure we're taking care of you too is an important part. Don't stress about arriving all clean and everything sorted. Come as you are. We know that parents are going to be lacking sleep and might have lacked a shower, and that's okay. We want to meet you, and this is a relationship that we love to develop, and we are going to be spending time together in some of the best times and the times to celebrate and times when you might be worried, and we want you to know that we're there for you through all of those times. Another good tip when you're thinking about what to bring your first outing, and usually that's to the newborn appointment, is to always pack extra clothes, an extra outfit for your baby as well as for you. I can't tell you how many times a baby has a blowout on a parent's shirt and they're all disturbed about it. Of course, nobody wants that on the clothes they're wearing. So having an extra change can make you feel more comfortable too. So it's a good tip to keep that on hand. If possible, try to feed your baby before you come. That can make it an easier visit. But if they're hungry or if the timing doesn't line up right, don't worry if they're hungry. Don't worry if they're crying. We are used to that. We expect that. That first visit, again, is often about reassurance. It is about connection. It's about ensuring your baby is healthy and feeding well. And bring things written down. Don't rely upon your memory. Oftentimes, you're going to be pretty sleep deprived. So take notes wherever you can. And remember, no question is too small or insignificant. We want to address you and your questions about your sweet new baby right where you're at.